Welcome to Tarunaya's Academy. This is Soumya, and welcome to your weekly current affair classes. And let the class begin. So we are going to start with 24 of September. So we'll do 24, then 25, 26, 27, 28. So all these 5 days current affairs we are going to complete. I hope you guys are prepared, and for the next 2 hours just book your slot with me, okay? Alright, so let's begin the first news. Now first news is about a very young boy in Bihar, and it's a story of a fake IEPS officer. This young boy have given 2 lakh rupees to a particular person, and that particular person has given him the IPS uniform and has said that, okay, this is the IPS uniform, you wear the IPS uniform and you are now the IPS. And this young boy starts wandering over in a marketplace with the whole well dressed up uniform of an IPS officer, and he pretended himself to be an IPS officer. When the crowd saw it, they found something unrealistic about that. But when they researched over this person, or when they asked this person, they found that this is a sheer case of theft. This boy, now when the police have further led a discussion with this boy said that a person came to him and he said that, what you want to be in life? He said, I want to be a doctor. But he said that I don't have the doctor uniform presently available in my piggy. So what you can do is, can you become, like, will you want to become an IPS officer? So he said, yes, of course. So what he did is, he asked him 2 lakh rupees, okay, you give me 2 lakh rupees, and he gave him back the IPS uniform. And this is what exactly you can see over here. Okay, so this is the story of a fake IPS officer, and this is the boy who was being made a fool of, and that is all over the news that you can see. And this is the first news exactly that we have covered. Now, ma'am, in UPSC, where we can have a relevance of this news? Of course, you can have a relevance of this news in the mains. You can write it down. Maybe in an ethics example, in ethics paper, you can quote this particular example. Okay, so what I mean is, the example you can quote it very specifically. Now news 2 is Bachpan Bachao Andolan. Now Bachpan Bachao Andolan, you all know that this organization, a very famous organization of Kailash Satyarthi, who is a Nobel Peace Prize awardee. Now, why this organization is being in news? This organization is being in news with respect to child pornography. So, with respect to child pornography, this organization particularly highlights. Now, the High Court judgment came across all the way. The High Court judgment clearly said that child pornography is not a crime. That means, if you are seeing any porn video of a child, that is not a crime. Okay. Now, Bachpan Bachao Andolan fought over this issue. They said that in a law, a person commits the crime when he actually commits the crime. But morally and ethically, a person is a criminal even if he thinks of doing something like that. And seeing the porn video, seeing the, having the images of child pornography in the phone, will have a pretext that a person can, might do all these things. And hence, he is a criminal from then onwards. And on that basis, the Supreme Court judgment has also came along the way that we are not going to wait till the crime is done. And simply, the Supreme Court has right away said that any particular instance of such a sort is found. That means any person who is going to see any video or any image of a child pornography will be punished. It is a crime. That means a child pornography is a crime from then and there. And this particular case highlights this particular organization as well. Now have a discussion about Bachpan Bachao Andolan. Now Bachpan Bachao Andolan, as you may see over here, BBA, it works towards saving the childhood movement. It's an Indian based child right movement started 1980 by a Nobel laureate Kailash Satyarthi, which actually campaigns against the bonded labor, child labor, human trafficking, and it promotes the right of education among all the children. Overall, it further works to provide quality education to children. Not only that, rehabilitation campaign and reintegration. Now, what is the purpose? The purpose and the vision is overall to create a child-friendly environment and to provide the children with free and quality education as well. What is the history behind it? So simple. In 1980, Kailash Satyarthi, as I've told you, he's a Nobel Peace Prize awardee. So he actually got the Nobel Peace Prize award in 2014. He actually organized this particular organization. Now overall, what is the strategy that is being used is prevention, protection, rehabilitation. That means PPR is a strategy which was being adopted. Prevention, protection and rehabilitation. Alright, okay. So this is the Supreme Court judgment that you can see over here, that child pornography is strictly a crime, and this has been clearly marked by the Supreme Court. Okay, so Supreme Court has strengthened the pornography law, and hopefully now the violence against the children can come down. And of course, again, there are certain acts as well, like POSCO Act, IT Act, which further strengthens the violence against children crimes to reduce that crime rate. Now next is third news, Lapata Ladies. Now Lapata Ladies is a movie, and is a movie of Kiran Rao, who is the ex-wife of Amir Khan. And the good news is that this film has entered into Oscars. This film has nominated for the Best International Film Category Award in the Oscars. And not only this film has reached the Oscars, but also it has reached to Toronto International Film Festival. On top of that, 67th Academic Awards. So overall, this film is hugely getting that international recognition all over the place. So you may have a gist over this, that Lapata Ladies, which is a highly reclaimed international movie that is getting the reclamation. Now you may see over here that what is the release date? It's 1st March 2024. Director is Kiran Rao. Producers are Kiran Rao, Amir Khan and Jyoti Deshpande. Budget is 4 to 5 crores, and it is distributed by the Yash Raj Film, that is the YRF. Okay, Lapata Ladies, the co-stars Nitish Goyal, Pratibha Ranta, Sparsh, Chhaya and Ravi. So it's a story of you can say mass wedding is taking place, and there are many people who are getting married, and all the ladies, they look similar, they wear similar clothes, they wear similar bangles, and what is actually happening is that they all wear the similar bangles, they wear similar saris, and hence the husband takes another lady who is not his wife, and then he later realized that he has taken some other lady along with him, that is some other's wife along with him, and then whole search procedure goes on. So this movie is actually based on that. It also signifies and shows the woman rights, what is the woman's status in the society, what is the marital status in the society. The rights of a husband and a wife is also being shown very clearly in this particular movie. Okay, all right. So this is all about this, and that is all about the plot and the play of the movie. All right. You don't have to go deep down in details so much, because no one is going to ask you the plot of the movie. But yes, it's somewhere in UPSC mains, if these questions appear, you may write it down as an example. Of course, it's not going to be asked in the prelims. All right. Next is News 4. News 4 is related to Jammu Kashmir elections. Now you all know that Jammu Kashmir elections is taking place, and it is taking place in 3 phases. Okay, so phase 1. Phase 1 clearly depicts the, what you can say, it is actually happened on 15th of September. Then phase 2, 25th of September, and phase 3, 1st of October, and finally the results are going to be declared 4th October. So Jammu Kashmir elections is on at par, and with respect to that, you may see over here that out of 873 total candidates who are contesting for the elections of Jammu and Kashmir, only 43 of them are women. That means out of 873, only 43 are women. So you can signify, and this can highlight the percentage of women with respect to men, and this can shows the power of inequality that is happening. This can showcase the power of inequality that is happening. Right? Yes or no? Yes, ma'am. All right. Okay. Then further we move to the next news. News 5. Now news 5 is all about the Israel issue. What happened in Lebanon is all we are well aware of. Now those who are not well aware of, let me tell you that recently the airstrike actually occurred in Lebanon. Situation got very worse. Why? Because more than 400 people got killed and more than 800 people, they were injured. 60 rockets, they were struck down by Israel on Lebanon. The reason is why Israel has launched 60 rockets on Lebanon, and the answer to this is simple. That is, Israel has launched the airstrike on Hezbollah terror group. Hezbollah terror group, which is directly helping the Hamas group. As you all know, if we lead to this very starting, if we start the picture from the starting, then what happened firstly is that Hamas terrorist attacked the Israel, and whatever happened in that terror attack doesn't happen in a dark room. Everyone has seen that. In that, 1,200 Israelis got killed. Not only that, the Israel retaliated that attack, and they soon launched an attack on Hamas. More than 67 rockets, they were being strike down, and the Hamas terror organization, many of their base camps, they were being destroyed in Palestine. Moreover, the people also faced the heat of drift between the Hamas and the Israel. Many children, many women, they also got, innocent children and innocent women, they also got killed in that particular attack. Then it was later found by the Israel that the Hamas terror group was being helped by certain terror groups of Syria. So Israel, without wasting any time, launched an attack on Syria as well. So on Syria terror organizations, Israel launched an attack on them as well. Now after that, they further didn't wasted the time, and it was found that somewhere Hezbollah is also helping them, and then Hezbollah is directly funded by the Iran, and we have seen the killing of the top leaders of Iran as well. Now it's in speculation whether behind the killing of these supreme leaders, is there an involvement of Israel? It's a highly question which is still going on. But the problem lies in a fact that Hezbollah is a terror organization which was helping Hamas. And Israel, without wasting any time, launched an airstrike. 60 rockets, they were being directly drove upon. 60 rockets were being directly drove upon, and the result you can see in front of you, that is over 400 people got killed and 800 plus got injured in the terror attack. It is believed that in a recent airstrike, the terror drone chief, that is the Hezbollah terror drone chief, also got killed. The name Mohammed Surur, and his daughter also got killed. So it's a major strike. Now after this, what you think? The overall, is the war going to soothe down a little bit? The answer is no. After the attack, the Hezbollah has clearly raised the warning that Hezbollah is soon going to retaliate, and in a big way they are going to retaliate in Israel. With respect to that, the Hamas has also said that launching an attack on Hezbollah is a further cause of worry for Israel, and Israel has clearly said that we are not, the Hamas has said we are not going to leave Israel, and clearly this overall issue is going to rise in the coming months. You will see that all these issues, they will further going to rise. Okay, all right. So next is 25th of September 2024. So what are the current affairs for 25th of September? Let's have a look. So news one is all about PM Modi, the first national security semiconductor fabrication plant with the help of US force. Now recently, Mr. Modi had visited a 3-day visit to USA, and we all know about that. I have particularly covered it in a separate video also. If you have seen the video, if you have not seen the video, then just subscribe on the IES Tarun channel and you can see that video as well. So the point is that overall, you may say that this first national security fabricator plant present status is concerned, we import semiconductors from China. But soon you will see that UP is going to be the hub for semiconductors. Or UP. All right. So this is a fact that you need to remember. This semiconductor style of dancing. We are going to see over here what is this dancing all about. You may see such a beautiful dresses, colorful representation of the people who, or the artist who perform this dance. So Kodiyattam dance, first of all, Kodiyattam, which actually is a dance form of which state? So that is important. Please remember, it's a dance form of Kerala state. Kerala, India, it's a dance form, that is Kodiyattam style. Now, the word Kodiyattam actually arises from the two words, that is Kodi and Yattam. So Kodi and Yattam, the two words, they are being composed of. It is already recognized as the UNESCO Intangible Heritage of Humanity. So it is already in their UNESCO Intangible Heritage list as well. Kodiyattam, which is combining acting in Malayalam And overall, this is a very relevant news that is important. It's a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage Site, the country India, and the region, it is Asia and Pacific. It is being there up till from 2001. That is this overall style is being there. So I hope you know all about the Kodiatam style. It can be asked in the prelims that Kodiatam style is related to which state. So the options would be like, it will be Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. So please tick Kerala option because it's related to Kerala. Now news 3. News 3 is all about Telegram update. Now what is this Telegram update and how Telegram is basically in the news? So let me tell you that few months back, Telegram CEO Pavel Durov, he was arrested. So few months back, Telegram CEO was being arrested, that is Pavel Durov. So he was arrested, and as soon as he was arrested, overall there were demands that were raised off. The demands were raised off that Telegram, overall a social media platform where all kind of criminal activities they were taking place. And hence there were, from then onwards, there were news that have been came across that there is a need to bring down those criminal activities on Telegram, and hence the regulation of Telegram, the discussion about regulation of Telegram is a key point that had begun. Now overall it was led to further changes. That is, the Telegram policy is going to change, is the Telegram is going to be banned. Then to that reply, the recent statement has come down that the Telegram authorities have decided that Telegram is soon going to change the policies. That means Telegram has changed the privacy policies. Then ma'am, what is the new policy? So according to the new policy, Telegram has said that in case of any kind of criminal activity is being found on the Telegram, or let's say if any person has done any particular crime and they have used Telegram as the medium for doing the crime, then in that particular case, let's say if the police or the authorities are going to ask them about the proof, the Telegram authorities will give the proof to them. That means the privacy policies have been struck down by the Telegram authorities. So overall, now you may say that Telegram has been a regulated platform, and overall the regulation is going to be there, which you can soonly see over here. Okay. So this is by far the news. Telegram privacy policies up for a big change. So you may see over here that how this big change is actually being aware of. So a messaging app, that is Telegram CEO that is Pavel Durov, recently has said that the Telegram policies have changed. So now you may say that, ma'am, is Telegram still going to ban in India? The answer is no, not right now. Telegram is not going to be banned in India for sure. And overall, you may say that this kind of thing is important. The next news for Sri Lanka's new PM. So Sri Lanka new Prime Minister Harini Amarasuriya. So Harini Amarasuriya is Sri Lanka's new Prime Minister, and Harini Amarasuriya has clearly said that, over here you may see that she's having the Delhi connect or Delhi roots. Now how? The answer to this is that, see, Harini Amarasuriya is an academic turned politician. She's a highly educated woman, and she did her bachelor's from Delhi University. From Delhi University Hindu College, she did her bachelor's, then her master's, and then PhD from University of Edinburgh. Okay, and overall, you may say that she's an academic turned politician, and who recently had become the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. So you may see, you might have seen that from the past few months, Sri Lanka was going to the tough phase, and through the tough phase where Sri Lanka has been stricken down. But now you may clearly see that overall this is going to be smoothen up a lot. So the new Prime Minister of Sri Lanka is here. She is the 16th Prime Minister overall and the third woman Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. That means she is the third woman to lead at the post of the Sri Lankan Prime Minister. Then you will say, ma'am, who is the first one or who is the second one? Then answer to this is the first one is, you may say that the first female is 25 years back, you know, it is Bhandarnike. Okay, so Bhandarnike final term actually got over in 1994. So the first is actually Shri Mavo Bhandarnike and then the second is Chandrike Kamarthunga. So after the Bhandarnike and the Chandrike, now Harini is actually the third woman Sri Lankan PM that you might see over here. Alright, so this is by far the news. Now when she is born, so please remember in March 6, 1970, she is born. Alright. She is a parliamentarian and a 16th PM, which I have already told you very clearly. She is also the country's first female premier in nearly 25 years. That also I have told you. Okay, and yes, this is all about it. Then a university lecturer. So I told you she's an academic turned politician and she was a university lecturer. She had done his bachelor's, then her master's, then her PhD, and then finally in 2020 she became the MLA and now she became the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. So her journey is phenomenal, her journey is exceptional, and you may see over here. Okay, so Amar Surya is the first academic turned politician in Sri Lanka. So now let's discuss the current affairs for 26th of September 2024. So what all news that you are going to discuss in this further video? Let's have a discussion over here. So first news is all about with respect to that in case of divorce, so Delhi High Court judgment has clearly come down. Now with respect to Delhi High Court judgment, it has been clearly marked that in case the husband is not absolved, okay, so in case husband takes divorce from her wife, then in that particular case it is not going to be the case that husband will not give the overall the the compensatory amount to the wife and the children. So the husband need to pay the compensatory amount to the wife and the children. Okay, so this is what is being said. So husband is not absolved from providing maintenance even if the wife is capable of earning. So Delhi High Court upholds the order by trial court against husband having the extramarital affair. But please remember that this is under a condition that if in case extramarital affair is being found, okay, so if in case there is an extramarital affair that is being found, then in that particular case you may say that this kind of thing can be possible, that is the husband will give the compensatory amount to the wife and the children for the entire life. Alright, so now there's a particular case. Now how the court actually reached this particular judgment? So there was a case that was being highlighted, and this particular case was of a woman and a male, okay, a husband and a wife. So they got married in 3 March 1998 and they have 2 children. And after that you may say that after having 2 children, after approximately 15 years after their marriage, the husband he was in an extramarital affair, and then when the wife came to know about the fact that her husband is in an extramarital affair, so the wife questioned him and he started coming late at night, he was not there at home, so all this stuff was going on. So the wife told the husband's parents, and husband parents supported their son. In that particular case, now her husband also got married to that lady, he also had a child from that lady, and overall the wife actually left the house and she filed a divorce case against the husband. Not only that, overall this case actually led to various you may say speculations, and overall this case was highlighted. Okay, And after that, the Delhi High Court passed a judgment that husband is not absolved from providing the maintenance even if the wife is capable of earning. That means even if, like if there is an extramarital affair that is being found, then even if the wife is earning, then also the husband has to pay the compensatory amount to the wife. Okay, so this is what is being said. So this is particular case, and overall I have already explained you all about this case. So you may say that Delhi High Court has charged the husband to pay monthly 30,000 rupees monthly as a compensatory amount to the wife and the children, and on top of it the Delhi High Court has also said that the husband need to pay 5 lakh rupees as a compensatory amount in case of mental torture, and also further 3 lakh rupees as the amount for delay as a compensatory amount to his wife and children. So this is overall what the High Court, Delhi High Court has ordered to the husband to do so. Because we are seeing that in the present society these type of things, they are actually increasing, and hence the strict judgment of Delhi High Court, you may say, has strictly come across. News 2 is all about Zelensky. Yes, Zelensky is all up for USA to resolve the peace. Now, Zelensky has met the Mr. Modi and has asked for the peace in between the Russia and the Ukraine. Now, you all know that Prime Minister Zelensky is the Prime Minister of Ukraine, and Mr. Putin is the Prime Minister of Russia. And currently the relations of Ukraine and Russia, they are not going good, as the drift, as the war is still continued. Yes, and it is the world leaders, they, you know, they have said, Mr. Modi, many times that since you are friends with both the country, why don't you resolve peace over there? Now, it has been again and again, the world leaders have pointed out Mr. Modi to do so, on which Mr. Modi has clearly said that we know that we have a good relation with Russia and we do have a good relation with Ukraine, where India had successfully provided many humanitarian assistance to Ukraine, and with Russia we have a brotherly bond from the very starting onwards. But India has said that we are in talks with both the countries, but do India support war? The answer is no. India is a peace-loving country and India supports peace. India don't support war. Okay, so this has been clearly marked by India. All right, and it has been further said that the world leaders, they are trying to put Mr. Modi under pressure, that, you know, what is the India stand on Ukraine and Russia? What is the India stand on Ukraine and Russia? Is India with Russia or is India on Ukraine side? I mean, the world leaders, they are trying to, you may say, put the pressure on India to choose either one of them, you know. But India gave a very smart reply that India is with both the countries, as India is regularly providing the humanitarian assistance in Ukraine and India is in regular touch with Russia in order to stop the war. So we are in touch with both the countries, we are there with both the countries, and India is with itself. That is, India supports India. And what is the India stand with respect to Russia-Ukraine war? Is that India do not support war in any circumstance. That means we are a peace-loving country and we support peace in all the circumstances. So this is what has been clearly demarcated by India, and this is what has been clearly said by India as of now. All right. So you may see over here that this news, particularly in a high top story. So Mr. Modi holds bilateral meet with Zelensky in New York. Grateful for PM Modi's support to Ukraine's territorial access. Ukraine President Zelensky meets Mr. Modi. Then further, India's PM Narendra Modi reaffirms the support for there. Then Mr. Modi meets the President Volodymyr Zelensky and further is trying to resolve the peace among both the countries, that is among the Ukraine and the Russia. So this is all about the meeting, and that is all about the thing that has further taken place. Then news 3. Now we are going to discuss all about news 3. News 3 is all about the Indian Army is going to include the 100 robotic Kachar. Now, as you know that India's military is serving on the topmost level as well. That means we are there even at the Siachen Glacier as well, Siachen Glacier, which is the world highest battlefield ground, which is way far off from the lower ground. The conditions up there, the climate, they are entirely different climate, where according to the climatic condition, the temperature even reaches to minus 40 degrees Celsius. Not only that, the climatic conditions are very harsh, and hence these 100 robotic Kachars can play a great role in order to soothing that process. So you may see over here that overall this is a remarkable step that has been done. So this is the image of robotic Kachar that you can see over here, which Indian military have recently included in the army. So Indian Army recently inducted 100 robotic multi-utility legit equipments, and overall this equipments can be a lead even to the higher latitudes. Not only that, it can climb stairs, it can climb even the hilly regions, and overall it can withstand the temperature even minus 40 degrees Celsius and plus 55 degrees Celsius also. So you may see over here that this 100 machine mules can even survive the extreme climatic temperature conditions as well. Overall, the logistic drones are being there to improve the support, and not only the support but also the transport in high altitude areas. It is the robotic mule is much more durable. Not only that, it also will work in the agile ground robotic conditions. Overall, optic technology, infrared, that means this robotic mules are also inbuilt with several high-tech technological upgradation, whether it is optic technology or whether it is infrared technology. So it is a high build technological upgradation as well that this robotic mules are made up of. Overall, the surveillance capabilities are further enhanced by using this 100 robotic mules as well. So you may say that this surveillance capabilities has also been improved. Not only that, it has reduced the animal cruelty as well. Now you will say, ma'am, how it have reduced the animal cruelty? Because earlier when there were no robotic mules or robotic Kachars, there were use of animals to transport the material from one place to another place. So you can just imagine that at extreme climate, extreme temperature, what would be the condition of the animal to undergo such a severe and a painful task. So it is clearly a cruelty to animal, right? So overall, with the help of this, that means how technology have reduced the cruelty towards animals had also been signified under this. Now, not only that, is the India only country to integrate the robotic Kachars into the army? The answer is no. The China has done that, USA has done that, Russia has done that, France has done that, and hence many countries have included the robotic Kachars and the robotic dogs into their military and army. So this is all the image that you can see. This is how they move, this is how they function, and they are already inbuilt with high technology in order to safeguard them. All right? Okay. So the next news is India is going to buy the Apache choppers, and we are soon we will have more of the Apache choppers in our defense force. Okay. So we are going to deploy in Ladakh probably next year. We are going to deploy this. You may say that Boeing AH-64 Apache helicopter, which is the American helicopters, which actually is used for the twin attack, is a tail wheel type, landing gear and tandem cockpit. It is overall help in sensing the great sensors, overall precisely target the target audience. It further have technology upgradation, whether it is night vision or it is sensing. Moreover, it overall also have certain missiles that are inbuilt in them, whether it is Hydra 70 rocket pockets or it is AGM 114 Hellfire missile. So that means all the missiles, the important, you may say, the technological rocket pods, they are already being inbuilt in this missile system. Not only that, it is also developed by a Hughes helicopter for United States of Army, and on top of it, you may say that this is the view that you may say. It's a light-weighted helicopter, so it's a very easy to use these helicopters even at a high terrain, and to serve at a high terrain. So you may see over here with the help of diagram that overall there are 4-4 air missiles. There are 2 Rolls-Royce turbo Mika engines. There are CRV-7 rockets. There is 16 Hellfire missile system. Then 30 chain gun, long bow radar system as well. Now this is the next news. Yes, the next news is all about Navya Singh. Navya Singh, who is the first transgender woman to be in the Miss Universe competition. Now recently, I've made a separate video with regarding to the Miss Universe contest. Now with regarding to the Miss Universe contest, you may say that Riya Singhal, she's 18-year-old Gujarati girl who won the contest of Miss Universe India. And in that contest, you may say that Navya Singh, she is a transgender, okay, and she reached in top 15, which is a great thing for her to achieve. And not only for her, but for her entire community to achieve. She belongs to a very small place, that is Katihar region. Katihar region lies in Bihar. So she belongs to Bihar, and in Bihar, Katihar region. Overall, she has set as an example that if a person had the determination and the grit, then that person can reach up till any heights. And she's a sheer example of that. She's an actor, she's a model, she's an activist, she's an advocate. That is, she is a package of all in one. Now let's see the next one, that is the Hindu newspaper analysis for the next date, that is 27th of September 2024. So 27th September 2024, news 1 is World Tourism Day. Now with respect to World Tourism Day, we are going to discuss firstly what is the theme and what is the objective and aim of World Tourism Day. So World Tourism Day objective is overall to spread the tourism all across, overall promoting sustainable tourism. Now what does the word sustainable means? The word sustainable means that overall doing the tourism not only like environment friendly, like tourism should not impact the environment overall. The environment should be safeguarded, environment need to be protected. And that is overall aim and objective that you mark and highlight with respect to tourism. And that is all about promoting sustainable tourism is all about. Now what is the theme with regarding to that? An objective, you can see it over here as well. So World Tourism Day is overall trying to spread the international awareness with respect to tourism. So you may see over here that it is overall to spread the global tourism at global scale level. It is overall to raise the awareness further with regarding the roles of tourism to spread the social, cultural, political, economical aspect and the values worldwide. So what is the theme for World Tourism Day? The theme for World Tourism Day 2024 is tourism and peace. So you may mark that the World Tourism Day overall, the theme for this is tourism and peace. All right. So that is the theme, and theme is very important. It's going to be asked. Okay. The next news is a suicide pod. A suicide pod which is actually found in Switzerland. Now 4 people got arrested because of this. Now it's a very unique device which you may see in the photo as well. Now this device is actually found in Switzerland, and a person goes alive, but he didn't come back alive. That means as soon as the person enter into the machine, the person dies. It is believed that the Atma, it collaborate with the Paramatma. But overall 4 people have been arrested. The reason for the arrest is that several people entered into this suicide pod, but they never returned back. So people entered but they didn't return, and that is what the thing that is actually a cause of trouble that you can say. Now overall you can say that this suicide pod is the one which is itself, you may say it's a wrong use of technology as well, because as soon as the person, because see, firstly there is no medical what you can say, there is no medical gratuity to that, okay, and it is a suicide. It's clearly, you may say, a suicide. Now what is there in this machine which lead to the death of people? Whether there is certain kind of gas that is being released that lead to the death of people, or there is, you know, some certain other kind of thing, or the people died due to suffocation. So this is a highly, you may say, right now it's very early to discuss about that, because still the investigation is going on. But there is a company that made this device. The company name is Sarco. So Sarco is a company who made this device, and they are under high speculation over here. All right. So you may say that the police in Switzerland made multiple arrests after a woman reportedly further so-called suicide pod he questioned about. So several people, they got missing, okay, because the people, as I told you, they enter into this suicide pod, but they didn't return back. And that is the reason why the suicide pod actually rises into controversy, and overall there is a trouble that is raised for each and every one. All right. So you can see over here that overall the Switzerland police have taken the action against the Sarco company, and not only against Sarco company but also against the 4 individual persons that have believed to overall develop this machine at their homes. So these people have also been arrested. All right. So this is, you may say, news that has to be covered. News 3 is all about the Indian nationals. That means the government of India, that is the Indian embassy, has directly raised an advisory. The advisory basically has been raised, which tells that, and which clearly demarcates that the Indian people who are living in the Lebanon, they need to move out of their countries. That means the government of India has said that the situation in the Lebanon is soon going to deteriorate, and hence, you know, it is important to recognize that the Indians need to be moved out of the Lebanon. That is what the government of India has clearly said. Government of India has said that since we are going to protect the Indians, and hence they have raised the warning, they have raised the embassy of India has raised the directory that soon the Indians need to evacuate the Lebanon. Now the problem is actually what happens in the Lebanon and what all thing is there. We shall discuss also as well that overall there were 60, you may say, the missile rockets that the Israel actually dropped in Lebanon. After the 60 missile rockets were being launched on Lebanon, the situation got worse. These rockets were actually launched on the base areas of where the Hezbollah attacked actually, or the Hezbollah base stations, which lead to death of more than 400 plus people, and they are majorly Hezbollah terrorists, but also it includes the innocent people as well, and more than 800 people, they are injured because of this direct missile attack which actually launched over here. Now this is a situation, and this situation got worse off. This situation actually got worse because of this. And overall, you may say that the advisory has been raised, the directive has been overall said that the Indian embassy have said that those Indians who are living in Lebanon, they should move out of the country before the situation get even worse. Because as soon as the Israel have launched the attack, it is believed that the Hezbollah is also not going to keep quiet. The Hezbollah will also going to launch an attack on the what you can say, on the Israel, and then Israel has said they are not going to keep quiet. They will again retaliate with much stronger way. Then on top of this, Hamas has also said that we are also going to retaliate to the Israel, and overall Israel has said that we are going to destroy the complete Hezbollah and Hamas then and there. So overall, you may say that this war is going to increase in the coming months, in the coming times, and hence the advisory has been clearly being there that overall there is a need to what? Move the Indians out of Lebanon. All right. So this is a particular news. It's important, and overall that news need to be covered. Now the next news, you may see that it is a top story as well. And Indian nationals strongly advised to leave Lebanon's government mules evacuation plans. Leave Lebanon, Indian embassy issues advisory and raising tensions. Indian embassy urges citizens to leave Lebanon and accelerate violence. So this is overall, you may see over here how the this is actually exploding. Okay. Then this is the warning that has been raised by the Embassy of India in Beirut. So this is the advisory that has clearly been raised as well. News 4 is Param supercomputer, Param Rudra supercomputer. Yes, Param Rudra supercomputer, which has been inaugurated by PM Modi. So PM Modi has inaugurated this computer, that is PM Param Rudra, or you may say the Param Rudra supercomputers. Now this Param Rudra supercomputers have clearly demarcated and said that overall these are high build supercomputers. This is the what you can say the topmost story of the day. PM Modi launches 3 Param Rudra supercomputers, says the tech upgradation. PM Modi launches 3 Param Rudra supercomputers developed indigenously. PM Modi dedicates to nation 3 Param Rudra supercomputers. Now what are the features of this Param Rudra supercomputer? We are going to see as well. The first is that the supercomputers will be dedicated to the nation as a part of center's effort to make the India self-reliant in the field of supercomputing technology. That means in a field of supercomputing technology. Overall, this Param Rudra supercomputer is going to give you a clear boost. Second is all about the 3 supercomputers, that is the 3 Param Rudra supercomputer is going to cost 130 crore rupees under the National Supercomputing Mission. So under National Supercomputing Mission, this Param Rudra supercomputer is going to be the key boost launcher. Then they have been deployed at 3 key locations, that is Delhi, Pune and Kolkata. So Param Rudra supercomputer deployed in Delhi, then in Pune, then in Kolkata. So where in Delhi, where in Pune, where in Kolkata, like what they actually signify, what they actually function for, this we are going to discuss. But under the Ministry of Science and Technology, overall this highlights the key initiative and key boost to the key scientific research. Now in Pune, what they are doing, what is the significance? It is overall help in building the giant meter radio telescope. Not only that, but also to explore the fast radio burst as well. So in Pune, it's going to boost the giant radio telescope and the fast radio telescope as well. In Delhi, it's going to be collaborating with the Inter-University Accelerator Center, and it will enhance the research in various fields like material science and atomic physics. Further in Kolkata, it's going to be the key boost in the research areas. It's going to be the key advance in physics and cosmology. Not only that, in earth sciences as well. Overall, this project, you may say, is a part of National Supercomputing Mission. It's going to boost the supercomputers, technology upgradation, and on top of it, it's going to increase the demand in sectors like academic, research, and MSME startups as well. It's going to be the first indigenously assembled supercomputer. So it's going to be the first indigenously assembled supercomputer as well. And the first indigenously supercomputer that was being assembled is actually Param Shivai. So that was the first indigenously assembled supercomputer. Where it was assembled, that also you need to know, in IIT BHU, okay, that is in 2019. The launch of Param Rudra supercomputer, it was also part of the program which actually dedicated the project worth 22,600 crore rupees. Now we are going to discuss the next date current affair analysis, that is at 28th of September 2024. Let's have the discussion begun. So very first is Sahara Desert. Now Sahara Desert is soon, the desert area is actually converting into the greenery area, the arid area. Now what do you think is the reason behind that? Like, what is the thing that desert area is converting into the greenery area? So reason behind that is the heavy rainfall. So heavy rainfall is one of the major factors, and heavy rainfall, on top of it there are several tropical cyclones, extratropical cyclones, which are occurring recurrently, and that's the reason why this you may say overall the area, the Sahara or the desert area, is actually turning green in color. Overall the Sahara Desert, you may say, is turning green in color, and that is the major reason to advance over here. Now how did we come to know about that? So we come to know from NASA satellite mapping. So NASA satellite mapping, we come to know about that the Sahara Desert is getting greener day by day. Alright, so from the NASA satellite mapping that we come to know about it. Then what is the cause? First of all, what is the cause? It's the heavy rainfall. So because of the heavy rainfall, you may say that overall, because of heavy rainfall, this is the clear indication and a mark that overall this kind of thing, that is the desert, is actually turning into a more of the greener land. Now what is the impact? See, what is the impact? The impact is very simple. The impact is that the lakes which were dried off, the rivers which were dried, they are soon going to be get greener a bit. Okay, so lakes, rivers, they are soon going to be get more of the green color on it. All right, so this is one of the impact, and it's a positive impact. The lakes which were dried, they are soon going to be get wet. Okay, then rainfall. The rainfall, you may say that they get, some areas they received more than 200 million years of rainfall as well. So this is also a positive point. Then coming to significance, so overall you may say that the significance is also very important, and but there is a negative perspective also. Now you may say that, ma'am, a desert is converting into the arid land, desert is converting into a forest area. What can be the loose point, or what can be the loose point in that? The loose point in that is that the sudden climatic change. The sudden climatic change is the cause of a worry which is being there. All right, so the climate change is actually taking sudden change over here, and that is the cause of worry which we can say, because a sudden change from a desert area to a arid land, this is a cause of worry, right? So that is cause of worry overall that we can demarcate. Now Sahara Desert, which all are the countries that actually comes under the Sahara. Now this is a very important question. UPSC will going to ask you this. The UPSC is going to give you 4 options, and in either of the one option there will be the name of the countries which are not included in the Sahara Desert list. So that particular country, is the right answer, because UPSC is going to ask you which country is maybe not in the Sahara Desert. Okay, and what all are the countries that are there in Sahara Desert? You can see I've marked with light brown color. Let's see the countries. The very first is Morocco. After Morocco, it is Tunisia. After that, it is Algeria. Then it is Libya. Then it is Egypt. Then Western Sahara. Then Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, and Eritrea. Okay, so these are, you may say, certain countries which lies under the Sahara Desert. Okay, so these are the countries which actually you may say the Sahara Deserts actually covers. All right, so again I'm repeating the countries: Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Eritrea, Sudan, Chad, Niger, Mali, Mauritania, and Western Sahara. Okay, so these are the countries which are actually, you may say, the Sahara Desert is composed of all these countries. All right. Okay. Now we come on to news 2. Yes, news 2 is all about the recent bail provisions. Now you may say that, ma'am, what are the reasons behind covering this particular topic, like what is the relevance of the bail provisions in the present area? Then I will tell you that the under trial cases, okay, they are increasing. The criminals with under trials, they are actually increasing, because of which the overall, you may say, the bail provisions in India, this particular topic is being highlighted. Now under trials are those people in which the crime is not being confirmed that that particular person has done the crime. So it's not confirmed, right? So overall, we may say the bail provisions, what are they? So Article 22 clearly demarcates it's a constitutional province, it's a fundamental right, first of all, let me tell you. And it clearly tells that it grants protection to the individual, again the arrest or detention, with detention classified into two types. So there are two types of detention that has been classified under the Article 22. So the very first is punitive detention, second is preventive detention. Now what is punitive detention and what is preventive detention? Number one, what is punitive detention is to punish a person for offense that is committed by him after the trial and conviction if in a court. That means if a person commits the crime after trial, okay, so that particular detention is actually, that is once the court actually confirms that okay, this particular person has done this particular crime, right, then this what you can say, this detention is being done. But second is preventive detention. Now preventive detention is a detention in which you may say that it is done without trial. Okay, so this is done without a trial, or a person is being detained without trial, without conviction in a court. So Criminal Procedure Code, that is CPC 1973, it doesn't define the word bail. Now please remember, this CPC doesn't define the term bail. Then what is being defined? Simple, it defines bailable and non-bailable offences. Okay. Now there are two, now we'll describe what are bailable and what are non-bailable. Bailable are those in which, bailable offence are those in which a bail is considered as a right. Okay. And non-bailable are those in which bail is not at all considered as a right. Okay. So this is bailable and another one is non-bailable. Then what are the types of bails? Number one is a regular bail. So what is regular bail? Regular bail is, you may say, when the person has to, let's say a person committed a crime and he is put into jail after the trial, after the court says that okay, this person has particularly done the crime. So in that particular case, regular bail is being given to the person, and that is regular bail. Under the normal conditions, that particular bail is being given to the criminal. Second is interim bail. Interim bail is granted for temporary relief. Okay, if a person is arrested, then for temporary relief, this particular bail is being given. Then anticipatory bail. Anticipatory bail is actually given to a person who is in fear that the police can arrest that person. Okay, So police can arrest that person, even though the crime against that person is not yet confirmed. The court has not confirmed that, oh, this particular person has done the crime. So that is what you can say is anticipatory bail. Now after that, it is a default bail. So default bail is when police fails to complete the investigation within specified period. So when the police fail to complete the investigation, okay, then this type of bail, which is default bail, is actually given. The last one is medical bail. So medical bail is actually given in case of medical situation that is arising. Let's say if a person is in jail and if a person faces certain kind of medical issue or faces medical trouble, then this particular bail is actually given to that person. All right. Now, what are the grounds for cancelling of the bail orders? Like, is there any ground, ma'am? Can bail be cancelled also? The answer is yes. The bail can be cancelled as well. Now, what are the grounds? Number one ground is, let's say, bail can be cancelled in case the person present the fake or the wrong documents, then the bail can be cancelled or bail can be simply rejected. Second is if he misuses that liberty, then also the bail can be cancelled. Okay. Third, tampering of evidence. If a person try to tamper the evidence, then also the bail can be cancelled. All right. And fourth is if he try to threatens the witness, so then also the bail can be clearly cancelled. Now, what are the three? Now we are going to explain. I'm going to explain you the 3 B's. All right. So bail, parole, and probation. What is bail, what is parole, and what is probation? I'm going to explain you all the 3. Bail is a temporary release of a defendant awaiting trial or appeal secured by deposit to guarantee. That means a bail is a normal temporary relief that is being given to the criminal who are being arrested by the person. Okay. The next one is parole. So parole is actually given to the person for some specific point of time. So for some specific point of time, you may say the parole is actually given to the person. The third is probation. Probation is actually suspension of the term or the suspension of the sentence. So when the sentence got suspended, okay, when the sentence of the person got terminated, then the probation is actually being told over. So after this, you may see the news 3. Now news 3 is you may say Supreme Court. Supreme Court has directly cleared the issue and the warning to Delhi Pollution Control Board that why the pollution level of Delhi is actually not coming down. Like, what is the reason behind that? Okay, so SC directly raps the air quality panel over the failure to curb air pollution. Supreme Court has came down heavily on Delhi air quality panel. So there's a strict guidelines, and strict guidelines have been raised against the Delhi quality air control panel, and Supreme Court has clearly said that why, despite of putting the panels, despite of air control index, the pollution level is not coming down. Why Delhi is still lies in the stage 3, that is a severe category. I'll explain you the stages as well, okay, like with respect to what all are the stages that are associated with it. I'll also explain you with regard to that. But that is all that is explained, and also the Supreme Court has said that they have further sent the warning with regard to stubble burning also, because please remember that during the month of October, November, the stubble burning is a major issue that Delhiites normally face, and not only Delhiites but also the states across the Delhi also faces the problem of stubble burning. So in this article we are going to see what is stubble burning and what is the rest of the issue that need to be cleared off. So silent spectator, Supreme Court wraps air quality panel over the NCR pollution. This is the topmost headlines. The SC wraps Delhi air quality panel over the pollution, stubble burning. It's all in the air. SC wraps Delhi air quality panel for failing to curb the pollution level. SC wraps Delhi air quality panel for failure to curb the stubble burning, being silent spectators. After that, you may see over here that the Commission for Air Quality Management. So Commission for Air Quality Management over the pollution and stubble burning in National Capital Region, that is NCR, and joining areas, said that need to be done a lot more. So Supreme Court has clearly said that despite of making the index, despite of making the panel, the main purpose, that is pollution, why the pollution level is not coming down, like what is the exact reason, okay, this Supreme Court has said. Now overall, this is a fact that the air quality is actually worse with respect to the Delhi. If you see, Delhi actually lies in the third stage in terms of the air quality index. So Delhi has already, you may say, has reached the third stage with respect to the worsening of the air quality, right? So you can see over here the numerical value. Okay, so you can see over here the numerical value. So air quality index reaches the stage 3, and it belongs to severe category. Air quality index between 401 to 450. Okay, so air quality index is between 401 to 450, and that is clearly being marketed over here. Now you may see that the 4 stages of air quality, you can also see the very first 4 stages of Delhi air quality. Stage 1 is poor category or poor quality, that lies between 201 to 300. Then the second is stage 2, that is very poor, that is at 301 to 400. Then stage 3 is severe category purposely is 401 to 450. And then we can see stage 4, that is severe plus. So Delhi, as far now it is concerned, Delhi is actually lying in this particular stage 3. Okay, so it's a cause of worry. Yes, it's a cause of worry, of course. Now what caused the reduction in stubble burning, like how we can reduce the stubble burning? But before doing this, we'll discuss exactly what is stubble burning. Okay, so stubble burning is all about paroli burning. It is the rice and the wheat crops, they are being burnt. Okay, so burning is a method of removing the paddy crop residue or the wheat crop residue from the field in the month of September, October and November. So overall, coinciding with the withdrawal of the southwest monsoon. So this is what you can term what is stubble burning all about. That means whatever is the residue that is left over in the field of paddy, which is rice, and the wheat, overall the burning of that residue takes place, right? The burning of the residue takes place, and this is all that is there. So stubble burning is a process in which the fire is being set upon, okay, the straw stubble, and overall you may say the crops, they are burnt and the residue is left, and that residue is further placed on the field. It is a common practice from October, November, December. Overall, in these months, the stubble burning actually takes place, and it is a cause of worry clearly that is being issue that is being raised upon here. Now, what are the effects of stubble burning? What you think are the effects of stubble burning? So, the very first effect is, of course, pollution level. So, there has been increase in the pollution level, right? There are large amount of the pollutants that actually released, whether it is carbon dioxide, whether it is carbon monoxide, or it is methane gas. Okay, so all these toxic gases are firstly released into the air along with the volatile organic components and the polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons as well. Then the next is these pollutants, they are also, you can say, they are very harmful, they are very threatening. Along with that, the physical and the chemical damage can also be done simultaneously. Then apart from that, soil fertility level, it can also reduced. right? So stubble burning can also reduce the soil fertility. As the soil fertility will come down, the agricultural, you may say, the agriculture deterioration will be there, and overall this can lead to harmful side effect with respect to agriculture as well. Then heat penetration, the heat can penetrate even in the soil, and this can lead to death of microorganisms or microbes, which can further lead to reducing the fertility of the soil. Further, alternatives to stubble burning. So what are the alternatives? Very first alternative is use of technology. So technology should be used very wisely. Technology should be used in a better way overall to upgrade the issues. Then overall, ma'am, what is the exact technology that can be used in order to solve the problem of stubble burning? So there are turbo happy seeder machines that can be used, and this turbo happy seeder machines overall can be used to sow the seeds in the area very clearly, very precisely. Not only that, but also very efficiently as well. Okay, so it can overall solve the problem of stubble burning as well. Now what is other related initiative that is important? So other related initiative is also, you may say, the detailed monitored action plan. So detailed monitor action plan that can also be further able to monitor the clear action plans and the clear directive which is being issued over here. So this can overall help in tackling the problem of air pollution. Now CAQM, that is a Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region and adjoining areas, Act 2021. Overall, this particular act is going to improve the air quality standards, and will reduce the air quality impact overall. Overall, this will also provide better coordination, not only that, better performing of research, better performing of identification and solution to the problems as well. The quality index will also be improved, and overall there might be chances that overall the you may say that the overall the air quality levels of a Delhi, it will improve, the pollution will come down and the air quality level will improve. Okay, so this is what you can say are the great chances. Now this is how you can see the stubble burning is being performed, and stubble burning is actually, you may see that when the paddy and the wheat residue fields are being burnt off, right? So in this manner you may say that this particular fields actually burnt off in this way, right? So you can see the overall all the issues, news, we have discussed over here. All right. Okay. So all the weekly newspaper in the past week we have discussed, and this was the fourth current affair video that we have discussed clearly with you guys. I hope that overall the analysis, do you like the analysis, and you can make your notes simultaneously as well, because that will be easier for you to revise, that will be easier for you to have quick gist on the topics. All right, so that's all for today's current affairs, and we shall meet you now probably in the next week, Saturday, because as you know, every Saturday is your current affair class. So thank you so very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care. Good luck. God bless you. May God look over you and God bless you. Thank you so much, and bye.